Today we're gonna do a astronaut self-portrait. And the reason why we are doing an astronaut self-portrait is that we're gonna also create the feeling of space, not just outer space, but depth and distance. And one of the reasons why we are doing this is because space is the seventh element of art after line, shape, color, value, form, texture. And space in art can mean a couple of different things. First, space can refer to the space that's taken up by an object or a shape or something. That's positive space. It also refers to the space that's taken up in between your objects or in the background. We call that the negative space. Space can also refer to the feeling or illusion of distance and depth. So even though I have this flat two-dimensional piece of paper, the way that I've drawn it shows as if we are looking way down into the distance of a long street. So for our astronaut self-portrait, we are going to be creating that illusion of distance and depth using something that's called relative size. Relative size means whatever is closer to us is going to appear larger, and anything that is further in the distance is going to appear smaller. So we are going to draw our astronaut portrait in the closest area, making it nice and big, and then drawing our planets way in the distance, making them much smaller, okay? In order to do this project, what you're going to need is a blank piece of paper, and you're gonna lay that out in portrait orientation, meaning tall and skinny, not wide and fat, but tall and skinny. You're also going to need a small bowl. We're gonna use this small bowl as our circle tracer for our astronaut helmet. And you're gonna need a pencil with an eraser in case you wanna erase something. Also, you're gonna need a black marker to outline. And last but not least, crayons or whatever you have to color in. Okay, the first step that we're going to do is we're going to find the middle of our piece of paper, and we're gonna place down our bowl on the middle of the paper, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pencil, we're going to hold down the bowl with one hand, and then with our other hand, whichever hand we write with, we're gonna take the tip of that pencil and put it up right against the edge of the bowl and bring it all the way around, tracing around the bowl. So we should be tracing a big circle around our bowl. Once you've drawn that circle in the middle of your page for your helmet, what we're going to do next is we're going to draw the curved lines coming off the bottom sides of our helmet for the sides of our shoulders. So towards the side bottom of your circle on one side, take your pencil, draw a curved line out and down, hitting the bottom of your page, the corner bottom of your page. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So find the bottom side of your helmet, draw a line curving out and down, hitting the corner bottom of our page. Nice, those are the sides of our body, but we're also gonna draw some vertical lines for our arms. So, slightly inward from the side of your body, however wide you want your arm to be, you can draw a vertical line from the bottom of the page, going up, but stopping about halfway to your shoulder. That's one arm. Then, same thing on the other side, go inward, however wide you want your arm to be, start from the bottom of the page, do a vertical line up, and stop about halfway from your shoulder. So now we have our helmet, our body with our two arms. Let's start drawing our face inside our helmet. So the first thing we're going to do is towards the top of your helmet, we're just going to draw a horizontal line across. That's just the top part of our helmet. From that top horizontal line, we're going to draw two curved lines, one on one side and another on the other side for the sides of our face shape. So find where you want the side of your face to start on one side. Let's say about here, a little bit more to the left than the middle of my helmet. I'm going to curve my line out and then come down, hitting the bottom of my helmet circle. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So find where you want the other side of your head to start. We're going to curve the line out, down, and hitting the bottom curved line of our helmet. That's kind of like our oval face shape. Then on either side of our oval face shape, we're going to draw our ears. And about halfway down from the top of our head, we're just going to take our pencils and we're going to draw a curved line out, down, and loop it around. For one ear, we'll do the same thing directly across on the other side of our head, trying to keep them at the same height. So not one up here, not one way down here, but directly across. We're going to try to draw the same size ear, curving out, down, and looping around. Awesome. Then find the direct middle of that face shape oval. So here looks like the direct middle. Right smack in the middle, we're going to draw a small smile curve, letter U, for our nose. Okay. Then above that and slightly to the sides, we're going to draw our eyes. So go a little bit up from your nose and a little bit to one side. In between your ear and your nose, you're going to first draw a small rainbow curve, just like that. And it's about the same height as your ear. So we're going to do that to the other side, about the same height as your ear. Going to draw in between your nose and your ear, you're going to draw a small rainbow curve. That's the tops of our eyes. Then let's draw the bottoms of our eyes. So right at the edge of our rainbow curve, we're gonna do an upside down rainbow curve or a smile curve. So curve down and up, hitting the other side of your eye. Let's do it to the other one. Curve down and up. So here we've created two kind of football shapes or almond shapes for our eyes. Now inside our eyes, we have a larger circle that's going to be the colored part of our eyes called the iris. So inside your eye, you're just going to draw a nice circle on the inside of one eye, circle on the inside of your other eye. That's the colored part of our eye called the iris. Then in the middle, we're going to take our pencil, we're going to draw a small circle and color it in. That is the pupil of our eye. Small black dot of our eye. Awesome. So now we have our nose, our eyes, our ears. We need to draw our mouths. So below your nose, we're going to make a wider smile curve. So a little bit wider than your nose, you're going to make another sort of smile curve or upside down rainbow curve. But from that, we're going to make our mouths open. So a little bit inward from the corner of our eye, or corner of our mouth, we're going to draw another deeper sort of curved line. So we're going to go down diagonally, curve to the side, and curve back up. Nice, and that is our mouth. If you want to put teeth, you can do another curved line on the inside of your mouth for your teeth as well. So now that we have all the features of our face, let's draw our hair. Now, each one of you has a different hair style. And you might have even different hair lengths. and even hair textures, meaning one person's hair could be straight hair, another person's hair could be curly. And it's really up to you to draw how you think your hair is supposed to look. The best way to do this is to look in the mirror and draw what you see. But if you're not near a mirror, you can just try to guess. So my hair is long and straight, so it's very similar to this hairstyle. So in order to do my hairstyle, what I do is I look for the top center of my head, and I draw a curved line down from that top center, and it lands right at the top of my ear. And I do that to both sides. Then I'm going to draw the same sort of lines to make the strands of my hair, starting from that top center and then curving out to go above my ear. Now, since my hair is long, I'm also going to draw vertical lines underneath my ear to show it going down because it's long. But I'm going to stop it right where my circle ends because all my hair is inside my helmet. Now, if you have shorter hair, remember your hair is going to stop above your ears. So it really depends on what length your hair is, okay? Once I have my hair drawn and you have your hair drawn, let's add our eyebrows. And right above our eyes, we're just gonna make a curved line, and right above the other line, or other eye, another curved line. So we should have our hair, eyes, nose, mouth, and ears drawn. It's now time to do the details of our space suit. So what you can do is the first thing, let's draw our zipper. So at the bottom of our circle helmet, you can just draw a straight vertical line all the way down to the bottom of your page. Then at the top of that vertical line, we can just make a little loop for the actual zipper. Then you can add whatever details you want to your spacesuit, but I drew a rectangle on one side for my astronaut's name tag, and then I drew a rectangle on the other side for the American flag. Now, you don't have to draw the American flag. If you want to come up with a new flag or other details, you can do that. But if you want to draw American flag, you can do that. I just drew a rectangle and then a small square on the upper left-hand corner. Okay, so now it looks as though my astronaut person is complete. Let's start doing the background. In order to draw the planet that we're standing on, what we need to do is draw what's called a horizon line, where the land meets the sky. So about where your ears are, find the side of your helmet circle and draw a horizontal line out to the edge of the page on that side, and then do the same on the other side. Find your ear, start at the side of your circle helmet, draw a horizontal line across, hitting the edge of the page. Then you might notice I've added craters onto the planet I'm standing on. And if you want to add craters, all you do is you can draw ovals, little horizontal ovals, even of different sizes in the space, that kind of negative space, behind our astronaut person. And you can draw little lines coming off the bottom of those ovals to show the craters. And when I draw those little lines, they almost look like little eyelashes coming off the bottom of those ovals. Awesome. So now we have the planet that we are standing on. The last thing that we're going to draw are the planets that are way far into the distance of outer space. So anywhere above your astronaut person, you can take your pencil and you can draw a circle. First, I'm going to start with my medium-sized circle, but I'm going to make sure that it's smaller than my helmet circle. And if you want to make that planet Earth, you can draw some organic shapes on the inside to make it look like the landforms. And then after I've drawn my planet Earth that looks not that far away, I'm going to draw the other planets that look really far away from us. And the way that I'm going to make them look really far away is I'm going to draw them even smaller. So anywhere where you want to add planets that are way further into the distance, you can draw smaller circles for other planets. Now that you have everything drawn, if you want to add other details like an alien flying in space or anything else, you can go ahead and draw whatever other imaginative details you want to. But I'm done, and since I'm done, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to outline. So I'm going to get out my black marker, and I'm going to use my black marker to go over all the pencil lines that I want to keep. Okay, I'm going to go into warp speed to show you how I'm going to outline my drawing. Okay, as you can see, I outlined all of my pencil marks with my black marker, and it's nice and bold. And now the next step is to color in. So you get to think about what color your skin tone is, what color your hair color is, and you get to pick the best choice crayon that looks the most similar to your skin tone and hair color. Okay, so I'm gonna go into warp speed. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna color in my astronaut self-portrait, the details of my spacesuit, the planet that I'm standing on, and also the planets in the distance. And I'll show you my sneaky trick for filling in the negative space of outer space after I show you in warp speed. Okay, I colored in my astronaut person's face, the hair. I colored in the details of the spacesuit. I left the spacesuit white and my helmet above my head white because that's normally the color of a spacesuit. And I colored in the planet I was standing on and the planets in the distance. Have I forgot anything? Oh my gosh, I forgot to color in the negative space of the outer space. So the space that's in between my planets and my helmet. So in order to quickly and consistently color this in, we're gonna use the shading method. So you can find, if you have a black naked crayon, meaning your black crayon doesn't have a wrapper on it, you can use that. If your black crayon has a wrapper on it and you want to make it a naked crayon, you can find the wrapper and peel it off. And once it's a naked crayon, you can take your pinchers, place that crayon on your piece of paper, pinch it, hold down your piece of paper, and rub back and forth. That way we can quickly and consistently color in the negative space of our outer space quickly and consistently with the black. So go ahead and you can use the shading method to quickly fill in all of the black negative space of outer space, or in between your planets and around your planets, in the distance, and above your astronaut's helmet. And once you have the black negative space colored in, then you are done. Well, friends, I hope you had fun creating your own astronaut self-portrait, and I can't wait to see yours.